Hello and welcome to the Let Go Room. My name's Lisa and I'm so pleased you could make it here today. And I hope wherever you are in the world that the sun is shining on you. Today's focus is on upper body release. We want to create some space, release some tension, and come out the other side feeling a little bit more relaxed. So I will encourage you, if you need any props, so something to elevate your hips or a little eye mask for after, we're going to have a 5-minute meditation to close. So wherever you are, let's find a comfortable seat. And we're just going to encourage a softening of the eyes and a withdrawing of the senses. We're just going to begin to let go of the outside world and give this next little patch of time to ourselves. So let's begin by feeling the ground supporting us. And we'll start with some breath work so we can bring ourselves to the room, bring ourselves to the space, and hopefully release any nervous tension that might be going on that we might have brought into this moment. So today's breath is an equal breath. So we'll begin with a really deep inhale, and you can count that out in your own space of what's comfortable for you. And as you exhale out, make that count the same. And then as we continue on, let's increase the count, if possible, where we deepen the breath. So let's all begin with a deep inhale. I want you to really puff up the belly into the ribs, right up into the chest. And as you exhale out, completely letting go. So going again, breathing in, counting out the breath. Exhaling out completely. So let's take 6 rounds in your own breath, in your own time. As we deepen our inhalations and our exhalations. Maverick who's joined us, breathing in. As deep as you can, exhaling out, letting go. We're just giving ourselves permission to relax. And just pausing that busyness of our minds. Wherever you are, let's take one deep round together. Exhaling out as we arrive a little bit more. So we tend to hold a lot of tension in our jaw. So I thought we'd start with a little bit of TMJ recognition and just massaging into that really tight muscle. If you're a jaw clencher or somebody who runs around busy, you might find that this muscle's quite tight and it can run all the way down almost to your chin and then connect back up to your ears. So let's just bring our focus there, bring our breath to those tight areas in our jaw. And just begin to relax our jaw, unclenching as we make our way through our class. And then loosening up the neck, we'll take the chin down towards the chest. So really feel that between your shoulder blades there. So you're just going to drop and let the head, let gravity take hold here. Drop through the shoulders as well. And then let's take that back of the head to the back of the room. And drop right ear towards your right shoulder. Really press that left shoulder away. So as we stretch one way, let's try to be aware to press the opposite part of the body away as we take it into the other side. Again, if it helps you to calm your nervous system, you can always soften down the eyes. Let's look over the right shoulder And then drop the right ear down. And looking over the left shoulder. So really twisting as far as is comfortable for you. Dropping left ear down. So making sure in today's class that you honor your body and where your body's at today. Back to center. Let's take a little roll as we roll the chin down over to the left and roll through center over to the right. I want to make sure that this class is for you. So just doing whatever feels good for you, ignoring me if there's something that your body is not loving. And let's come back to center here. So we're going to scrunch up through our shoulders. So let's tighten the entire upper body where we scrunch through, making fists. Really feel that tension here. And then we just want to sigh it out and let go. Let's take a couple more rounds, gathering all the tension in the upper body, scrunching, tightening, and release with the breath. Let's take one more. Deep inhale, gather everything up, tensing, and release. Roll around those shoulders and feel that space we've created here. So from here, coming into a seated cat and cow. So we're going to inhale, drop the back of the head between the shoulder blades. Now, as you're here, I would invite you to drop your shoulders down as well as you find your full arch here. Dropping down where is comfortable for the back of the head. And then we're going to roll forward. Chin makes its way towards the chest, curling the spine, and you can actually lean your body back here. So that's really giving us a beautiful stretch along the spine all the way up to the muscles in the top of my neck there, those occipital muscles. So let's marry breath to movement as we breathe in, arching through, and exhaling as we roll ourselves here. Breathing in. Say hello to Bodhi. And exhale, rolling through. Let's take two more like this as we breathe in. Exhale, warming through the spine. Breathing in. Exhaling down. So now coming back to center, just walking our hands out along the floor in front of you. Our intention is to drop our forehead down towards the ground here. And as we do, let's press those sit bones to the back of the room. You can even plant your hands and actually push your weight to the back of the room. Dropping the chest, the heart center down towards the ground. Let's make our way back up to center. Changing the interlace to the uncomfortable side. So you might find that this side presents a little bit differently to the other side. Let's breathe in, find a little bit of length in that spine, and then dropping heart center, eventually coming into the shape that feels good for your body. Again, let's open up those sit bones, press them to the back of the room. And just drop into 2 deep breaths here. Nice and deep. A little bit more, letting go. One more deep inhale. Exhaling as you roll yourself back up. So working into our wrists here for a moment. We're just going to take hold of the fingertips and bend those wrists back here. So if you spend a lot of time over the top of a computer or device, you might find that you're little hands will become little T-Rex hands. So we're just trying to bring some space and mobility back into the parts of the body that don't get used as regularly. Let's go into the other side here. This is a really easy one to do when you are at your computer for lengths of time. So if you've got any tension, you might be feeling that right down into the elbows, those tight tendons. Yay, beautiful. All right, so making prayer hands. Let's reach up towards the sky here. And if it feels good for you, you can drop that head back again. We also want to drop in the shoulders. We don't want to scrunch too much here. So finding our version of prayer hands, we're lengthening through the spine. And then simply bringing the head up, bending at the elbows. Let's try to bring those hands between the shoulder blades. And I want to be aware to press those elbows back. So we're really getting a beautiful stretch here. Now matching breath to movement, let's breathe in with that deep breath. Drop the head back. Exhale. Bring the hands between the shoulder blades. Dropping any tension in the belly while we're here as well. Breathing in, puff out that belly. Exhale, let's bend in at the elbows. Pressing elbows back. One more round as you breathe in, looking up to the sky and bending in here. Let's just stay here for a beat, really pressing those elbows back. Dropping any tension in the shoulders. So from here, interlacing the hands behind the neck. So really feel those sit bones. Let's find that grounding. We're just going to tip the right elbow down. Come into a little bit of a side stretch here, pressing left elbow away from us. Let's come back through center, tipping to the left, pressing right elbow away. So you're going to be finding a little bit of core engagement here. Let's go into the other side, and as we tip to our right, find the opposite sit bone and press it down. One more time over this side, pressing right sit bone away. Now, if you've got any extra movement here, we could always tilt and look up at the sky. We're supporting that neck though. So let's try one more on the other side. Really look up, pressing left elbow away. So I'm feeling that right between my shoulder blades, which is a really beautiful stretch. And back to center. Let's roll those shoulders out. So this time we're going to make a bit of a triangle with our legs. So we've got our little triangle at the front, left foot is on right knee, and my right leg is out behind me. So from here, taking right hand to left knee. So you're going to take your left hand out behind you and find the floor, or if you can find a wrap here, you can try to take hold of your right thigh, the top of your thigh here. We're just going to breathe in and find that beautiful length in the spine here and find this twist wherever your body takes you today as we work into our digestive organs, warm up through the spine. We're working into our psoas. We're opening up our shoulders. It's such a beautiful stretch. So see if you can drop any tension in that left shoulder. Let's just let it go. Finding your breath as the crown of the head makes itself up towards the sky. Finding length, creating space here. One more deep inhale. And exhale, walking the hands out along the mat. Let's drop the body down. Forehead making its way towards the ground. So really drop any tension in the belly. And if you've got any tightness in your lower back, you might like to puff out your lower belly. And then release here. Let's count out 3 deep breaths here. One more deep inhale. And exhale, walking your hands back up to center. This time we're going to walk our hands forward. So just take your body to its edge and find your comfortability as we walk, and imagine our forehead down towards the ground. And again, finding your breath here. And thoughts that come, and just let them go. We'll be back to them in no time, but this is your time, just with your mat, with your space. Taking one more breath here. Walking hands back up through center. So taking it back this time. Taking the hands behind you. We've already warmed up those wrists. So fingertips are pointing forward as we just play with how far back we might be able to go. Got my fiddle fig here. So you might be able to come down to your elbows. As we do, let's try to press that right knee down towards the mat. So feeling into our hip flexors here. And if you can recline all the way down, feel free to take your body there now. Again, let's puff out the belly as we work into any tight muscles in the back, in the lower belly as well. And finding breath. As you find that breath, direct it to any of those tight spots in the body where the body needs it. And let's all gently make our way up and out and change sides. So right foot connects with left knee, making our little triangles here. Left hand towards right knee, and again find that arm position that was best for you. You can find that wrap if it's available. Take the right hand out behind you. Set the gaze to the back of the room, and again find length in the spine, opening up through heart center. Crown of the head making its way up towards the sky. Breathing in, feeling the digestive muscles. And finding space between every vertebra. Dropping any tension in shoulders. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, releasing hands. We're going to walk those hands out to the side, finding connection with the mat. And again, doing whatever is comfortable with your arms here. You can extend them out, or you can make cactus arms. Just get your comfortability here. Dropping tension and holding everywhere in the body. As we release what no longer serves us. And 2 more breaths. Stepping the hands up. Let's take the body forward from here. So keeping that leg position, we're just walking the hands out and dropping forehead down towards the ground. Opening up through the chest, through the upper back, dropping heart center down towards the mat. Letting that belly puff out. Two more deep breaths. And slowly making your way back up. Taking the palms out behind us, fingertips pointing forward. Again, just play with where's your availability here. So you might like to stay upright, or come down on the elbows, or take it all the way back down. Wherever you are, let's work on pressing that left knee down so we can talk to that hip flexor there, wherever you're feeling tight in your body. 3 breaths here. Puff out that belly for that last breath. And then making our way over onto all fours here. So stacking the body. Our feet are hip width apart, knees are stacked under hips, our wrists are stacked underneath our shoulders. So let's just have a little play here. Can we turn that wrist around and just see where that flexibility is here? Taking it back and forward. Let's play with the other wrist here, turning it back and releasing right up through that tendon. Beautiful stretch. Restacking the body. Let's take left hand underneath the body, coming in to thread the needle. So your arm positioning is going to be whatever feels good for you here. You can make a cactus arm, stretch out, or reach up to the sky and find that wrap that we did. So your left temple will be connecting with the mat here. We want to keep that neck nice and safe here. This is such a beautiful shoulder stretch. Just take one more deep breath here. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, let's restack the body for the other side. Right hand underneath the body. Dropping right temple to the mat. And taking whatever arm position feels good for you. And then finding your breath. 3 rounds here. Slowly unwrapping yourself. Coming onto all fours again. This time we're just going to walk our hands out and come into puppy dog pose. So our forehead makes its way down to the mat. We're dropping through the chest here. So I've actually got my hands interlaced and my elbows wide. As I drop my heart center down, I'm feeling that in the upper back here. You can extend through the arms if that feels good. Drop through the shoulders, drop the belly. One more deep breath. And let's walk ourselves back into child pose. So knees are about hip width apart here, or you can close the knees. Hands can be extending out in front of you, or if you'd like a little rest with those shoulders, you can tuck the hands out behind you. And the sit bones are just making their way down towards the back of the ankles here. So creating space in the lower back. You can wiggle around, find your special sweet spot. Let's take one more breath here. Then just rolling upright. So from here, keeping the feet together, let's widen those knees right out. So that can be mat width apart, or you can take them even wider than the mat. We just want to roll the sit bones back down towards the ankles here. And again, resting forehead on the mat, finding a hip and groin stretch here. If you've got any tension in your hip flexors, you might be feeling it there. But wherever you are, find your breath. Pressing those sit bones down towards the ankles. One more inhale here. And gently making your way out. Whew. Let's make our way down onto our bellies here, into our Sphinx pose. So making sure our body's nice and safe, elbows under shoulders. Let's open up the hands and plant them onto the mat. So drawing our weight forward here. So shining that heart center forward. If you've got any more space in your lower back here, you might like to come up into Cobra or stay down in your Sphinx if you're feeling a little bit too much compression in your spine here. So planting the tops of the feet down at about hip width apart. Drop through the belly. Breathing in here. And then bringing forehead down towards the mat. So let's just relax those shoulders for a moment. They've had a really good stretch. Just for one breath here. And then we're going to interlace those hands behind the back. So from here, drawing those wrists away from the body. So we should be really opening up through the chest here. So you might like to keep your forehead connected to the mat, or you're just going to lift up here and set your gaze in front of you. So you don't want to crane the neck. Let's keep everything nice and safe. So this is really working those beautiful, strong back muscles. We've got some core going on here. If this is too much for you, bring your forehead back down. As you breathe in, extend the wrists out behind you And then let's all rest back down. Forehead to mat. So this time, changing the interlace of the hands so that the other thumb is on top. Again, let's breathe in, draw the hands away from ourselves, opening up through the chest. Option to stay here or find your lift. Wherever you are, as you breathe in, extend the hands away from the body. One more deep inhale. Finding stretch and strength, and then releasing the arms. Forehead rests on the mat. Finding breath. Making our way back into our Sphinx pose. Let's take our right leg out. So we're making a square here, square shape with our leg. So from here, again, working our heart center forward, dropping the hips down towards the mat. We're not going to stay here too long. Just take 2 more breaths as you work your body forward. Imagine both hips pressing onto the mat. And let's reset to the other side. Taking left leg out, making your half square. And again, breathing in, we're drawing our weight forward, trying to drop our hips onto the mat. Two more breaths. Making your way back to center. So this is a bit of a tricky one. Forehead's coming to the mat. We're making a T shape with our hands. So I'm going to go on my right side first. I'm going to plant my right hand into the mat and roll my body over. So left knee gets bent and is shining up towards the sky. Right hand can hold my position or come up and wrap behind. So really working into the front of that right shoulder here. And if you have got your arm wrapped behind you, drop that left shoulder back as well. One more breath here. And unfolding the body, resetting your T, forehead to mat. Let's roll over to the left side, or the other side that you haven't done yet. So right hand is going to do whatever feels good for you. Bending through right leg, knee is pointed up towards the sky. Stretching through the front of the chest here, the front of the shoulders. Making sure our head is connected to our mat here, so as not to strain our neck. One more deep breath. And then making your way up and over onto your back or in a comfortable seated position for our meditation. So making sure you've got a nice quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Finding an eye mask or a scarf or anything just to shut down those eyes. And just beginning to settle in. wherever you are. Just allowing your body to arrive and just feeling those beautiful muscles, that stretching that we've just done. And let's notice the ground supporting you and holding you. And know there's nothing you need to do right now. Just give back to yourself. No expectations. No demands. Just this moment and your breath. Just notice the rhythm of your breath, the coolness of your inhale, and the warmth as you exhale. Just feel your chest and belly expanding. Every breath a softening, a release, a letting go. As you breathe in, feeling steady, calm and present. And as you breathe out, you're grounded and at ease. Allowing each inhale to draw you back to yourself. Every exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you. Now bringing your awareness to the top of your head and softening the space around your forehead, allowing the muscles in your face to relax. Your jaw is softening. Unclenching your teeth. Just notice your neck and shoulders. If there's any tightness here, breathe into it. And let it ease with your exhale. Bringing awareness down your arms, through your elbows and wrists. Any tension leaving through your fingertips. Noticing your chest, the gentle movement of the rising and falling. And feeling your belly, let it be soft, easy, and natural. Noticing your hips legs and knees. And finally your feet. Any tension or holding, releasing through the tips of your toes. And as you breathe here, invite your whole body to soften from head to toe. And sensing your connection to yourself. And know that you are here. You are steady. You are connected. Just allowing those words to land gently, anchoring you in the presence. And just allowing yourself to become aware of the noises around you, of your body in the room, of the air around you as it touches your skin. Just bringing yourself back to this moment. Feeling into your body, the space that you've created today, and find gratitude for yourself for taking time out of your busy day to give back to yourself. As we bring our hands to our heart center, and thanking ourselves. And I thank you for today. Thank you, everyone, and have a beautiful rest of the day.